Well, hello there. This is Angelus. Welcome. Give me a second. I want to get this last sip of coffee. I'm a Java man. Now we can get to business. Really nice. Why am I here today? I'm here to talk about something I kind of talked about earlier in an earlier video, but I've had a few people ask me to be more specific or put more details into the type of faith I was talking about before. They specifically heard business faith, so they're saying, tell me a little bit more about business faith. Be honest, the faith I was talking about can be applied to anything. It has nothing to do with business, but it just happens because I'm a business coach and trainer, I applied it to business. So same as the first one, for you business owners out there, entrepreneur, whatever, this faith I'm going to talk about in this second video, part two, of personal faith, your personal power, is towards your business endeavors. Now, again, this is not religious or spiritual of any level. Those are all great and good. This is a different type of faith. This is a faith that, again, applying to business can get you from A to Z in a much faster, uh, more fulfilling way than just attempting to go by the old-fashioned way of people using faith. Faith, in some cases, people look at it as, hey, uh, everything's going to turn out good. I just have to have good thoughts. I just have to believe everything's going to turn out right. No, that is not the kind of faith we're talking about in this video. It's not the kind of faith I want you to practice because you're going to be disappointed. It's not religious faith. It's nothing from outside. It's inside. Okay. Now, when you have this kind of faith, if you're a business owner, I'll give you an example of one of my using my own story. I had a business, was doing well for a couple of years, and then I closed it up permanently, let it go. People are saying, "Wait a minute, it was great. Why did you close that business down? What was wrong with it?" Well, nothing was wrong with it. I just failed for the last time in that endeavor. Now, everybody didn't see failure, they saw success, but the truth of the matter is, I had a different type of faith. And my faith was that of perseverance, getting to the point where I will learn to get this business to the next level, or I will learn to approach it differently, or I will get rid of it and start a whole new business model. And that's what I did. But even though nobody saw failures, I was testing failures. I was testing against my successes. And at the final conclusion, I decided, hey, I'm not happy. I'm not fulfilled. This is not for me. And the only logical step from this business is to close it down and start all over. Now, I said it was due to a lot of failures. I don't think of them as failures. I think of them as attempts to solidify a resolution, an attempt through faith, and I'm getting to that, is that I believe if I kept doing this and kept doing it and changing my approach and changing the way the model looks, at some point, I'm going to get it. I'm either going to close down or I'm going to get to the next level, do or die, so to speak. So the faith I'm talking about is a faith of a discipline. It's a faith of the highest level of being purposeful, conscious of what you are doing with your business. Some people, some business owners, some entrepreneurs that I know, they're not really conscious when they're going to work. When they're doing their career, they're just working, doing every day the same, and they're not really getting anywhere. And after so many years, they get to a point where, well, I didn't really get anywhere. I didn't get to where I would rather have been years ago. I'm not fulfilled. I'm not happy. What's going on? What's wrong? Well, what happened is they had no faith in their approach to failure. So they just kept doing, became human doers, and forgot all the signs and the red flags that told them they needed to change their approach, their mindset. So failure, purposeful, observation of your failures is the only way you can get your company to either thrive or move on to something that fulfills you better than the company that wasn't doing it for you. So faith of failure is the highest purpose of any type of faith. Let me give you an example. Edison, when you can understand this, he did it hundreds of times, 1,000 times, looking for that perfect filament. Okay. A lot of you out there, me included, maybe when we got to 154, we would have given up. Actually, some of us probably would have gave up after 10, maybe 3 or 5 attempts, and that's it. Why did Edison go to hundreds, 1,000 filaments till he found the perfect filament? Why? He had the faith of his learning curve. He had the faith to persevere and fail as many times as possible to validate either this is possible, finding the right filament, or it's impossible and I move on to another project. So he had the faith of his conviction that I'm going to do or die. I will find the right filament, or I will realize and discover there is no right filament. Move on and share his results with everybody else, the whole world. That's the kind of faith I'm talking about. When it especially comes on your business, but you can see now this particular faith can be applied to every aspect of your life, your social life, your careers, your hobbies, you name it. But again, staying to the true business owners out there, entrepreneurs, your faith in just accepting the fact that you must fail to succeed, whatever outcome, to succeed in finding out that this is not for you, or to succeed and thrive and go to the next level. But of course, we come from a culture that says you cannot fail. You mustn't fail. Don't let them see you sweat. You don't dare make a mistake, because then they'll see you. They'll know that you failed. Who? Your family, your friends, your colleagues, whoever. You failed, and you can't show failure. That's the way we were brought up. True faith in that you need to fail is the only way to succeed in anything. True faith, despite how you look to other people, is the only way to succeed in anything. Think about it. If you are not afraid of failure, like Edison was, he wasn't afraid. He had a timetable, don't get me wrong. He had goals, benchmarks to reach, but at some point he said, I'm going to do or die with this project. And he did. He didn't die. My company that I closed, it was a do or die. At the conclusion of, taking all the failures and comparing them to all my success, I realized, no, this is not what I want to do the rest of my life. In fact, I don't want to do it one more day, so I closed it up and started a new model. And guess what? The new model is far superior to that old model that I stuck with for years and years and years, even decades, because I, like so many of my other predecessors, so many of my colleagues in the industry, so many of my friends, I have to be right. I can't be wrong. And being wrong means I make a mistake, and making a mistake is a bad thing. You can't make a mistake. It can't be bad. It can't fail. When I accepted the faith that failure is just a learning curve that I must have, like a child learning to walk from crawling, learning to run from walking, they fall many times. We fall to learn how to pick ourselves back up, as Alfred said to Wayne, Mr. Wayne, Batman, in one of the episodes in the past movies. We must fail to be successful, either in the endeavor that you're in at the moment or to be successful in the next chapter of your life. You need to have the faith to persevere and to fail. Fail as much as you can. In fact, the more you fail and learn from your failures, the less likely you're ever going to make those same mistakes ever in the future. Because it's not the failure you got to be afraid of. What you should be afraid of is not learning from your failures. And if you don't have failures, it's impossible for you to learn. The greatest men and women, past and present, self-made millionaires and billionaires have told me this. If you're not ready to fail, don't get into your own business. Don't run a business, because you'll never thrive at it. You'll never be good at it. You want to have the compassion and the knowledge and the discipline and the maturity without the faith to fail, so you can succeed. So I hope this little video, number 2, about faith, true faith in yourself, true faith in what you're doing with your business, I hope it's helped some of you out there. Hey, if it's helped one person out there, I did my job, and I'm very happy. So If you like this video, please subscribe, like it, and if you have questions, put them in the comment field and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. With that, I want to say thank you for visiting me. You have a wonderful day, and please keep the faith.